So I'm here with Johnny.
Hey, and Jordan, and today we're going to be talking about this pretty awesome patch together statue, and it's called Werewolf.
It's just simply called the Werewolf.
And it's by an artist named Miss Monster.
Yeah.
Who is a Texas artist working out of Chicago, I believe, right now. The statue's pretty cool. It's vinyl-esque.
I think it's a resin mold, but it's definitely of the vinyl look and seems to be vinyl.
Now, one of the things, I mean, really, as everyone can see, that the figure is a great animated style, part Looney Tune, part urban vinyl, and is just really generally pretty kick-ass. But the one thing that I would have to say is sort of a complaint would be that when you get it, it comes in several pieces. The arms come separately, the stand is separate, which isn't a problem, but the tail is separate, and the tail doesn't actually stay in. It's a separate piece, and it comes with glue, and you glue it together so that it'll stay stuck on there. And we might have to lift that a little bit for everyone to see it at home.
All right, so that's how it would sit once we glue it in there.
Now, it would look great and everything, but it doesn't stay in there on its own. Now, the problem with that, of course, for a lot of collectors is going to be that once you glue it together, it looks great, but how do you put it back into the packaging since it came disassembled? But there's a reason for this, because this is a patch together kit. So tell us something about patch together.
So it's interesting that we, on our first couple of toy reviews are going to hit patch together, because I think that collectors out there need to be aware of this site, because people being aware of this site, going to this site and buying from this site are going to keep making stuff like this possible. Patch Together is an artist community where basically different artists submit designs and they say what they'd like the design to be created into.
Very cool.
A toy, maybe a t-shirt, they do all kinds of stuff. They do plushes now too. They're talking about doing a whole bunch of different stuff, even like some household products, but very design oriented. So then the whole community votes on the designs, and that pushes forward what might be developed into a product.
You know what I like about that? I like that it's forcing the people that want, because you could really go non-commercial with it, right? Which is probably some of the idea behind it. But at the same time, you're going to hit a wall there, because if people are going to be non-commercial, then it's not going to sell. Other people aren't going to vote on it. So you have to, on some level, hit what the people want, and at the same time do something that, you got to do something Star Wars isn't doing, something that Mattel and Hasbro aren't doing.
Totally.
So very cool. And so basically, because it is this artist community, I guess what we're saying is that you're cutting corners to get these things out. You want to keep the price, fair and everything, and so that's why it comes disassembled, because you cut that corner and you can glue it together. Also, the packaging that you receive it in is not it's not packaging. It's like a white box with styrofoam insert into it. Mm-hmm.
So, when you're dealing with your big companies, obviously, not only your Hasbros and your Mattels, but when you're breaking it down more to smaller companies like your Mezcos, excuse me, or even your urban vinyl stuff, you have enough being made of them initially on the belief that they will sell, that you have stuff like already put together pieces, obviously, right? You have some beautiful packaging. Everything is made from a marketing standpoint. Here we've got people doing such short runs that their initial runs are based on pre-orders.
Yeah.
So even when it gets voted to the point of being a product, enough pre-orders have to be ordered for it to be made. And not much more than those pre-orders will ever be made. So that makes this real collector's shit.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Because it's about, do you want this, And now they even have a button in the voting process that says, I would buy this as a toy, I would buy this as a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And it separates it, and it makes you actually think. Are you just voting a high vote? Or are you voting saying, I would like this in my collection? Because it's easy to say, I like the design.
Yeah.
But, you commit a little more even just by saying, toy shirt. So.
Yeah, no, I think it's very cool, and I think it's definitely something that people should be supporting. I mean, there's a lot of original and very creative and cool ideas out there, and especially if you're against big box, which, you know, although I'm sure we all buy from big box, we all want to hate big box as well. This is going to be a place that you want to go. So it's patchtogether.com. The artist, Miss Monster, has a website, missmonster.com. She's got a bunch of stuff. She does masks. She's got some other figures that are available on Patch Together that she's done, as well as other commissioned artwork and whatnot.
T-shirts and accessories and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, Patch Together is actually pretty cool. I mean, even Cheeks Galloway's on Patch Together. If you follow him on Design Art, as I know a lot of people do, there's a lot of great artists and a lot of stuff coming out of there. So that's the word on the streets.
It is.
So yeah,
Get yours.
Check it out.
Oh, Patch Together also sells out quick.
As you can imagine.
Get your pieces.
This is going to put Maddie Collector to shame.